Hello friends. In this video, I will tell you what to do with roses, how to prune them. To get even more flowers, about a month after this pruning. I'll tell you how to do this correctly, in order not to harm your bush, and this pruning is suitable for bush roses. First, let's look at all the cases. Because it happens that there is only one rose on the trunk. In this case, it is very easy to prune the rose. And it also happens that one rose has already faded, and on the trunk there are still many other roses that are still blooming. So if you leave them on the bush, do not cut them and put them in a vase, then we come up and can just break out these seeds. And let all the other roses continue to bloom. We just need to cut off the trunk with the seeds. Because this trunk continues to consume nutrients so that the seeds ripen. We don't need it. It is better to let the bush spend its nutrients on abundant flowering. But if we have one rose growing on one trunk from the very bottom, or the whole bouquet has already faded, then we do the following. We can remove the flower itself so that it does not break up now, and does not fly apart. So that you don't have to collect it later. Then we take pruning shears, count the leaves from the bottom, so that at least 4 leaves remain on this trunk. 4 leaves are meant to extend from the trunk, and not these small ones. Because a rose has 5 more small leaves on one leaf. And we need 4 such large ones. I start counting 1, 2, 3, and here are 4. I take it and cut it 1 centimeter higher than the sheet itself. From this sinus, a kidney will wake up and a new sprout will grow. Which will also have a lot of very beautiful roses. And they will already bloom in you in about a month. After such pruning, and even I will show you now. Look at this bush. I pruned this rose about a month ago. A sprout has grown from the axil of the upper leaf. Here it is, and there are already roses that will soon bloom, and will delight me with a beautiful flowering. As you already understood, you only need to remember a few things when pruning a rose. First, in order not to harm the rose, and it continued to grow and bloom, you need to leave at least 4 leaves on the trunk when pruning. Pruning should be done a centimeter higher from the 4th sheet, and count from the bottom up. Pruning the entire trunk should be carried out when all the roses have faded, or if there was only one rose on the shoot. Thus, the bush will always have enough nutrients, photosynthesis will take place well, and such pruning will only benefit your roses. The bush will become more lush, because by winter it will grow a lot of shoots, and then it will overwinter well after proper shelter. And also cut shoots can be put on germination, and propagate your roses. Well, the main thing now is to feed the roses. It is best to use nitrogen fertilizers now. From the mineral is urea. You need to dilute 1 tablespoon of urea per 10 quarts of water. And under each bush after watering, pour 1 quart of this fertilizer. You can also use organic fertilizers, which I told you about this year. For example, mullein. This is an infusion of cow dung, or chicken is an infusion of chicken droppings. And you can also use an infusion of herbs. I'll leave the link in the upper right corner. Be sure to come and see how to cook it. This is the simplest, but very effective top dressing. I will use an infusion of chicken droppings. My roses are mulched. This should be done to better preserve moisture. And when watering, it will not spread. Because my roses grow in depth, and I pour out about 2 liters. This will be enough. And I do this procedure with all the roses. This should be done seasonally, if you want your roses to delight you with flowering all season, until the very frosts. And if you subscribe to my channel, and if you don't miss the release of new videos, you will see how to prune these roses for the winter, as well as how to properly cover them. That they did not freeze out, and every year they gave such a very abundant flowering. Therefore, friends, and you make such pruning, do not be afraid to prune the roses. They will thank you. If the information from this video was useful, please like it. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the release of new videos. I wish you a good day. See you in the new videos.